Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Hollywood and Giant 918 here once again. Reminding you guys, it's season number 14 here in the Moose Hockey League, www.moosenice.com. Giant season 14 signups have been posted now. There's a lot of guys coming in here, first time, or, they've played in the AHL or on waivers, and now here comes the draft here, season 14. What do you want to let these guys know about season 14 draft, man?
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for who is part of the Moose Hockey League. We want to thank all you guys for help making it as successful as it is today, especially the new members as well. None of this would be possible without you guys. And there's so much new guys that are out there that are helping out so much, that are so active within the league. So I want to thank all you guys. We just want to briefly go over the sign up process for primarily the new people, or the new members that are in the Moose Hockey League. And basically, guys, what it comes down to is full time. You guys know that we definitely have 3 series a week. Sometimes it might be more due to rescheduling and things of that nature, but they put a couple of new rules over there. So we're constantly changing rules and stuff like that. So basically, there are 3 options over there, and it's basically full time, or which you'd be MHL eligible in addition to MAHL eligible. We already know, we have a record of those of you who are new to the league, who are only eligible for the MAHL. And if you check it out on moosenice.com, our Moose Hockey League president, EWTU Eric, he's been filling out the signups, so he already has a record of that. But basically, if you typically are MHL eligible and you sign up for 2 series a week or 1 series a week, basically you're automatically allowed. You're only allowed to be drafted into the MAHL, because they want you to, they want you to be as active as possible if you're in the MHL. You guys know we want people. People don't want to ride the pine over here, so they basically want to. They don't want to ride the pine. They want to play hockey on the ice, Hollywood.
Right.
And for the rest of the members as well. The next field over here, any missing date. So if there's like a refuse night, you're not available. Let's say you belong to a soccer, you play soccer or softball or something like that. If you're not available on Thursday nights or something like that, you basically put it in your box. Time zone is very simple. You're going to be Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time, Mountain Standard Time, and Pacific Standard Time. And basically, unless you're from Russia or Australia, you could just probably put in whatever country you're from. Stick hand preference, that's self-explanatory. Now, pay attention to the closed boxes over here. Preferred position. So you're going to click each box that you prefer full-time. And then you're going to put what you're willing to play full-time. And then you're going to put what you refuse. Absolutely refuse. And then you go to the next bunch of boxes, and then you got to say willing part-time. So if you didn't click any of those boxes, you could put the max number of games. If you didn't click any of those preferred full-time or willing full-time, you could put the preferred part-time position, and they basically put it over here: center, left wing, right wing, left D, right D, and goalie. And we do this for tracking information. We want to know if you guys are active via moosonice.com. We want to know if you guys are active via email. And then if we decide to allow co-captains, if you're willing to co-captain a team. And Hollywood, you could explain about the co-captains, basically what it is. What do they want you to do? Take stats or something? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's always good to have a co-captain help out. You know what I mean? Captain's not there. Somebody got to take the stats and stuff. You mentioned the sign-ups. One thing on there also, if it's the first time you're signing up on here, you got to play 1 season in the AHL first before you become MHL eligible. So for the new guys coming in there, if you played on the waivers or it's first time signing up on there, you got to play 1 season in the AHL before you become MHL eligible. Also, when you're on the website there, if you don't see the sign up sheet, you're not logged in. You gotta be logged in to see the sheet and to post that on there, get your information on there, and submit it. And then you'll see your name in the there's a draft pool player list that gets updated. It's on a Google spreadsheet, so you'll see, once you sign up, you'll see if you're on there, see all the players that have signed up on there as well. And then if you're fresh, if you're just first time on the website there, you have to register on the forums first, man. You have to sign up on there on the forums. There's a new members section that you got to fill out there, and then you submit the sign up sheet for season 14 as well. So just those couple reminders, you know what I mean? You got the MHL, you got the AHL, and then you got waivers as well. So it's fun times, man. You got MHL rights players and the whole deal. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the draft sheet there. And then if you got any questions, you could always email EWTU Eric. He's always there on standby, helping you guys if something's wrong or you need something changed or whatnot. Now, Giant, right now, the signups are there, and also captains have been announced. Captains are there. The draft order for the captains is set as well. Now, how important, man, these guys sign up to the website. How important are these scouting games? I see a lot of scouting games already started, man. They're on there since we got the captains. These guys are signing up to this season 14, man. How important is it to get into scouting games, man?
Yeah, it's critical. Moose family, it's not only to get your name out there to play the games. Even if you do things like being in Moose chat, if you post comments and stuff like that, really get you noticed around the league and stuff like that. People take note of that. You think they don't see you? And it's not only, I'm not talking about the threads that cause emo and stuff like that. It's also those for critiquing and stuff like that. So it's very important to get your name out there. And these scouting games are over there. I mean, I'm talking about on a Friday night, there were over 30 people over there ready to go for scouting games. So you could see how important these scouting games are. People don't give a damn. It's Friday night. They could be going out getting wasted. They'd be going out by their friends. They could be going to a concert. But you know what they're doing? They're down for some serious business. They know how soon season 14 is right around the corner, Moose family. So it's just exciting all around. It's just a magical time here at the Moose Hockey League. I just got one more thing to say, Moose family. And this is not applicable to everybody, but this is for the individuals who are MHL eligible. And if you do go undrafted into the MHL, it basically gives you an option. So please go through the options very carefully over here. And there are 4 options over here. So if you're going undrafted into the MHL, would you prefer you're fine playing MAHL and being called up to MHL as needed? The other option is I prefer to play in MAHL only and not be pulled away for any MHL games. I prefer to sit out season 14, or I prefer to have MHL rights only. So, you're basically on standby for an MHL captain. Flanny, tell these people not to be concerned if they don't get drafted too. There's so much signups. Day number 1, there were 81 signups. Tell them about the waiver games that we have at least 3 or 4 days a week.
Oh, yeah. Before I get to those waiver games, Giant, you talk about scouting. Players want to get scouted. Serious business. That's what it comes down to, man. How dedicated are you to be in this league, man? And, scouting games are extremely important. I mean, it comes down to these are the guys, the captains. These are the guys who will be drafting on draft night, man. So if you get into these games, man, the more captains scout you, the better chance you got of being placed on a team, man. So start playing with numerous captains, not just one. Go around, man. There's 18 in the AHL. There's 14 in the MHL, man. So get into some of those games. Get your name out there scouted. Captains will have the option to see all the League Daddy stats from prior seasons, from waiver games and whatnot, but also they want to see how well you do on the ice, how well, you could coexist with the captain. So they want to see that as well. And John, you mentioned waiver games, guys going undrafted, for the guys that don't get drafted, maybe you sign up late or you didn't get into much scouting games on there. Don't worry, man. You're going to be on the waiver pool. And this league here, strives on this waivers, man. That's what makes it happen. Makes 6 for 6 happen. You'll still be able to fill in the AHL games. On top of that, we run waiver games each week. Giant, we ran over 70 waiver games this season, man. Video recording, stats, you name it. So whether you're on the waivers, whether you're in the AHL, whether you're in the MHL, bottom line is MooseandIce.com, you're playing 6 for 6 hockey, and that's what it comes down to. Now, Giant, before we go here, season 14 is coming up, the draft. What do you want to tell these new guys? What do you want to tell these guys here, MooseandIce.com, or these guys watching it for first time? What can they expect on this huge draft night? 32 teams. 32 captains, huge draft pool. But what about the media? What about the video pre-show, the radio shows, man? Tell them about it, man.
It's not only one night, Moose family. This is 2 separate nights. It's going to be incredible. I mean, second to none of what you guys have ever seen over here. I mean, I can't contain myself over here. I'm losing my mind already. It's not even the season 14 draft yet, but it's going to be probably on a Thursday night and a Sunday night. And, I mean, it's just going to be unbelievable. Radio both nights, pre-draft shows with special expert guests over here. It's just tremendous over here. When we're in those rooms over there, when they're calling the captains, when they're drafting the teams, these guys are over there. They're asking us to give them shout-outs on the radio and stuff like that. It's not a problem. All you have to do is ask. We want to get you guys known out there, too. I'm really excited. I can hardly contain myself anymore, Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited as well, Giants. Season number 14. A lot of guys seen the top 10 plays. They seen the Sports Center shows. They seen our radio shows. But what makes this league, what makes MooseandIce.com is the draft nights. This is the biggest night in our league. And if you never witnessed one, you're in for a treat here. We're talking about a live video pre-show, a live radio show, a live draft on there. Man, I mean, there's no league that brings you this. You're not going to see it. They won't even attempt something like this. Here we do, man. And we're going to bring you the best media come draft night. Season 14. Right around the corner, Giant. I'm pumped up. I'm ready. We got a lot of videos ready to go for that show. And it's going to be a night, man. It's going to be a happening.
That's all we got that's all we got for you guys. Continue to check us out, www.mooseandice.com. Follow us on Twitter at MooseOnIce. Mr. Hollywood, Giant918, signing out.
Good night, everybody.